third habit. The third habit, which is
think win-win.
No, the third habit is just
put first things first. Sorry. Yeah, so basically you can't put first things first without beginning with the end in mind, because it is
when you know where you're going to,
then
you know the things
that are important to you. Because it's easy for us to get into the urgency and business of life and forget about the things that are important to us.
He talked about the quadrant, right?
Yeah, that's what he talks about, the time management quadrant.
The time management quadrant, as in where you find you can in all of the activities you're having an entire day or an entire week. You are not able to prioritize. So this actually helps with prioritizing on what is the most important.
Taking you to the life you want, what you want to get. Because if you're not careful, if you leave it to chance, life is already going to create things for you to get busy. You will get busy either ways. But you have to be deliberate. You probably have to block time. You probably have to understand your priority. And your priority comes from you beginning with the end in mind, you being proactive, you knowing what is most important to you, so that you can make choices based on your priority.
Victor, don't be tired that I get to bring this up from time to time. Can people be that careful?
It's a discipline.
We are really busy sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're so busy, and can we really be sure that we are doing the right things?
I'll ask a question. If you look at...
You'll ask me a question.
I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
If you look at the most successful people, and if you look at every other person, what's the difference in the time they have in a day? Is there any difference?
There's no difference. We have the same length of time.
But obviously it seems that some people are channeling their time, their energy to some things, while some are channeling their energy to some other things. And just like cause and effect, reality is unfolding in their lives. There are people you know who have gone from struggling to, of the story of Oprah, different people. It took them understanding what is important, being able to say no to the urgent, being able to say no to the distractions. It takes a lot of discipline to do that.
Things are urgent.
Some things are urgent.
But they are not important. But some things are
that is the trick.
Things important
and urgent.
And not urgent.
That is where we need to channel our. For instance,
we have to make it important, so it doesn't have to be urgent.
Yes.
As in, we don't have to hurry, to make it happen. As in, we have to be proactive enough to make sure we don't find ourselves panicking. We are not doing it in a panicky manner.
Yes. So
we don't find ourselves in the panic mode.
Yeah. What he's trying to say is that when you set out your goals, your health goals, your business goal, whatever. Now, life can continue. What he's saying, you have to focus the area called important but not urgent. It means that it requires discipline. It is not acting on you, it's not forcing you. Nobody will tell you must read the book to learn about business. Nobody will tell you that you need to come up with your business plan and all that.
Or you need to exercise.
Or you need to exercise. So that is the important but not urgent. You have to be proactive about that side. But important and urgent is the fact that, okay, you need to wake up. If you're going to work, you need to go to work. If you don't go to work, you get fired. Oh, your wife, there's an issue, you need to... So important and urgent and all that. But sometimes that box gets overwhelming, and that's where you get busy, you're overwhelmed. That box is filled. Now, why is that box filled? Because you have not begun with them, you have not pictured your life, the life you want, and you're not working on it deliberately. So what that does, there is a box called urgent and not important. That's the deceptive box, where you're probably you probably are going to so many meetings that are not really you probably
it doesn't even it certainly is not taking you to
it probably was not important for you to be there. You probably could have delegated somebody to be there, things like that. You are trying to attend to so many emails which you probably would have delegated. That's a tricky one. Then there's even the worst part, the not urgent and the not important. Some kind of wasting time, gisting, talking, Facebooking, and all that stuff. Now, people complain, I don't have time. But when you check, if you log the time they spend in Instagramming, you could be deliberately using Instagram as a marketing tool and all that. So it's deliberate. But the time you spend it's almost like you're almost depressing yourself even in Instagram. That time you probably would have used it in the aspect of important and
Okay, interesting. I think I'll come back to that. I'll just hold that thought. Okay, think win-win. Think win-win. I mean, in a society where everybody wants to get, everybody wants to win, how careful can one be to make sure that in a negotiation you are also hoping or planning or working towards the other person benefiting from that deal?
Okay, so in that part, he actually also said it that there are still situations of win-lose. In a war, there are situations where you can't really negotiate and all that. But the idea is to think win-win, especially when it comes to things of relationship. For instance, I'm trying to go into business with you. If I am more lost in what it is in need for me, and not even considering what is in need for you, obviously it will show, and at a point in time,
the business.
Yes, because at the point you're not getting your own side of it. So he's saying think win-win. In relationships, in marriages, what do each of us get? So if I'm a man and this is my wife, what does she get? She's thinking, what do I get? If we can get to the point where we see how each other wins, everybody is happy. You understand? Yeah. So that's the mindset. So he said it's a character thing. You need to have sorted out being independent, that side, to be more effective, to think win-win. So that it is not even a thing of you thinking lose-win. It's like you're trying to please people now. You understand? So yeah. There's that.
That's the reality sometimes. Yeah. People are just there.
It's happening. Even in marriages and all. Yeah, people are getting spent
and burnt out.
Yes.
Because they're not getting their own side of the
equity is not here.
Okay, and then